Hello, my name is Brandon Jones. I'm the steward for community outreach and the assistant to the steward for evangelization. I oversee many ministries here at St. Michael Parish. One of them is the men's shelter. This ministry I'm very passionate about because when I was 19 years old, I too was homeless and out on the streets, living in darkness. As for this week, one of the powerful statements in our reading is for God so loved the world that he gave his only son, and all that believed in him should not perish and have eternal life. This is very, very powerful, especially dealing with the homeless individuals, because a lot of them are out on the streets and they're living in a world of darkness. I was in a world of darkness, so when you're in that world of darkness, there is no light. All there is darkness. There's negative influences. There's no one telling you to get off the streets or go to church. I hid from my family members. I hid from the church. I hid from my friends because that darkness of that world was so small and so dark and ugly that I couldn't bear to face anyone that I knew and that I loved. I didn't want them to see me like that, and I didn't want them to go through that darkness with me. So the individuals that might be on the street want to be on the street, and some have no choice to be on the street. I've met CEOs, I've met writers, I've met mechanics, doctors, you name it, they're out there on the street. But a lot of them are one step closer to getting their lives back. When I was out there were many men telling me that, hey, you're too young, it's not too late for you to turn your life around. And I would listen to them, but I wasn't really hearing them. And I knew that God was at work because a lot of the conversations that we had on the street were about Jesus. And even though we're living in the world of darkness, we're still talking about Jesus. So I knew he was there. So therefore I wasn't condemned, and I knew that they weren't condemned because we knew Christ was there. But we just didn't know how to face it and face Christ, because when we're living in sin, we think that that we're not going to be sorry, or God's not going to forgive us because of our actions. And so through God's grace and mercy, he was able to get me off of the streets, and I was able to face him and go to him and just say, I'm sorry, God. I'm a sinner. And through reconciliation and the absolvement, it's powerful because those sins are actually washed away. And when I'm here at the shelter, I make it a point that the men see the Christ in me. They see the Christ in our hosts. They see the Christ in our cooks. They see the Christ in our laundry angel. And this ministry would not be thriving the way it is if I didn't have the help of everyone else to make this possible. And through your generous donations of the Faith Reason campaign, we're able to get the shower, and we have about 2 to 3 individuals a night that take a shower. And it's beautiful because they know that they're comfortable, they can take their shower, they get a nice meal, they're able to be here and not have to worry about anything on the street, of someone taking their belongings, or someone trying to give them drugs, or someone trying to give them alcohol. They know that darkness doesn't exist here. And I'm very blessed to be a part of this ministry, and I'm very blessed to have individuals and the support from St. Michael's parishioners and St. Michael's staff to make this ministry what it is right now. Thank you.